Welcome to David's weekly album review, where we're talking about all the albums I listened to this week. And first one I listened to, the Doobie Brothers. What were once vices are now habits. Now this has one of my favourite songs on, which is Another Park, Another Sunday, and also that great song Black Water. This one's good. A good Doobie Brothers record. Another one I listened to there was by the Three Sounds called Bottoms Up. Now that was a jazz one. Then there was Queen, Sheer Heart Attack. This is the third album from Queen, and it's got that song Killer Queen. And this one's quite good, but they weren't doing all that well commercially, Queen, until their fourth album, A Night at the Opera. So they make a big thing of no synthesizers used on this record. Next up after that was Dionne Warwick, Here Where There Is Love. Now, those early Dionne Warwick albums, they have a lot of Burt Bacharach stuff. It's quite they're quite nice, those, yeah. After that, Elton John, Rock of the Westies. That's from 1975, and the big song from that was Island Girl. It's not one of his best, but it's still pretty. It's quite good, yeah. And after that, I listened to Soul by Lena Horne. That was really good. That was a really good one. That one, yeah. Then another jazz one, Cal Tjader with Goes Latin, which has a lot of marimba on. And then another one from 1975, Zuma by Neil Young. Neil Young and Crazy Horse. This one has the amazing Cortez the Killer, and that is such a good song. It's got great guitar. It's like 3 chords, but it's got such a great feeling. It also has a song he does with Crosby, Stills and Nash, Through My Sails. Yeah, Don't Cry No Tears, Danger Bird, Looking for Love, Barstool Blues. That's a good one there. Okay. After that, I listened to an album by Joan Baez called Joan. That's one of her later 60s ones with a lot of orchestral arrangement with. Then a really psychedelic one, which was Jefferson Airplane, Crown of Creation. I really liked that one. It kind of started off very acoustic-y, and they did a cover of that David Crosby song, which he had originally written for the Byrds, called Triad. They did a version of that, and David Crosby also appears on that album. It also had that song I used to hear years and years ago on the radio, on student radio, that Greasy Heart. That was a good one. Okay, after that I listened to the Double album, Bruce Cockburn, Circles in the Stream. Yeah, this is one of my favourites, and you see there, Circles in the Stream. This one is such a good album. It's got a lot of really nice songs on. Dialogue with the Devil is just so good. Star Wheel, Mama Just Wants to Barrel House All Night Long, and Love Song is such a nice one too. And God Bless the Children. This one is really good sounding. Yeah, it's just Bruce along with a bass player, Robert Boucher on bass, Pat Godfrey on electric piano, marimbas, and Bill Usher on percussion. That one is so good. Yeah. Okay, after that I listened to Donovan, the Hurdy-Gurdy Man. That was another very nice album. it had that song "Hurdy-Gurdy Man," and yeah, I think that features Jimmy Page on guitar. That song, and it also has that Jennifer Juniper. It's quite short, but it's good, eh? And then I listened to Sarah Vaughan, "Swingin' Easy" by Sarah Vaughan, a nice jazz one. And also Dinah Washington, "The Swingin' Miss D" by Dinah Washington, another very good jazz album. After that, Helen Reddy, "We'll Sing in the Sunshine." She does some interesting covers. There's a song written by Jeff Lynne on that, and she does a cover of the Beatles' "One After 909." It wasn't so well received commercially, that one. Okay, after that I listened to Astrid Gilberto, "Windy," and she does that great song by the Association, "Windy." It's very, very, very tasteful. It's quite good, that album, except for it's unusual. One of the tracks, she does a duet with her son on that song, "The Bare Necessities," that song from the Jungle Book. Very unusual. Speaking of the Association, I listened to "Goodbye Columbus," which is supposed to be a soundtrack to a movie, "Goodbye Columbus," and the Association don't really feature too heavily on that album. They're not really. I think they're only on 4 of the tracks. I think it's quite a short record, but it's mainly instrumental music for that one. But their harmonies are great though, yeah. Okay, after that I listened to Joan Baez, "Honest Lullaby." Now that's a late 70s one of hers. She does a few covers on that. It's mainly covers. She wrote a few of the songs though. She did unusual cover, "No Woman No Cry," and also that "Let Your Love Flow." And finally I listened to John Barleycorn, "Must Die" by Traffic. Now that one, there's 6 tracks on that album, but it's such a nice sound, especially the title track. It's such a great sounding song, yeah. There's a lot of flute and saxophone on that, but I think the main person in that album is Steve Winwood. I think he's the main songwriter, and he played a lot of the. I think he even played some of the guitar and bass on that. But that was such a good album, yeah. I really enjoyed that, and this has been this week's instalment of my weekly album review. And thanks for watching. Yeah, see you next time.